Hey everybody, it's Nate with Sauce Ain't the Boss here again, and today is day number 331 of quitting alcohol. Today I wanted to talk about how much more you are in control of your life when you quit drinking alcohol. When I was drinking alcohol, alcohol kind of controlled my life. It controlled my thoughts. It's what I always thought about. It controlled my actions. I was always drinking alcohol. It just was what my life kind of focused around and centered around, and it was something I did every single day habitually in large quantities. And it begins to just kind of take over your life, and you start to feel like you're losing control of your life. You feel like you're out of control with this drug you're taking every day. You feel compelled to drink it, even though you want to stop. And my life went on that way for decades. And when I finally put the alcohol down, and now that I'm almost a year in without alcohol, for the first time in a very, very, very long time, I am seeing and feeling like I'm in control of my life again. I look at every day now with there are so many little choices to make that I get to make a decision on all these choices, and sometimes these choices have so many different little decisions that will take your life in a different path. And I know I've been talking about this quite a bit lately in these last few videos about choices and decisions and how you're in control of your life and stuff. And the reason I am putting such a focus on that right now is because that's where I'm at in my journey with quitting alcohol, and you guys will get here too if you give it the time it deserves. And that was the point again of doing this channel and sharing with you guys where I'm at, what I'm experiencing, so that when you are on day one or you're still drinking and you're thinking about quitting, what do you have to look forward to? What's it like on 1 month in versus 11 months in, And that's what I want to focus in on right now, is that I'm at the place now where I see so clearly how life is made up of all these choices every day. And when I was drinking alcohol, I didn't even see the choices. I was just always in the back of my mind was drinking alcohol that evening, and I kind of blew off the rest of the day until I could get my alcohol again, right? As sad as that sounds, that's how life was. It was all about the alcohol and when do I get to drink? Yeah, I'll just put up with the rest of the day until I can drink again. And I was one of those people that I never drank when I got up in the morning, and I didn't drink until the evening time. But when the evening time came around, that's what I did. That's all I did. I hit the alcohol, until I went to bed after work and stuff. And so, as I said, it started to just kind of rule my day, rule my life, right? And so now I find myself going, holy crap, the world is my oyster. The world is your oyster. Once you quit drinking alcohol, you can decide to do whatever the hell you want with your life. It's your life, right? You get to make decisions. Some decisions are going to have negative consequences. Some are going to have positive. But that's the fun about life, right? You get all these choices and you get to decide what you're going to do. It's like one of those choose your own adventure books we used to read as a kid, right? Where I used to love those things as a kid. You get to read this story, and then you get to a point in the book where you get to decide, if you're going to do this, turn to page such and such. But if you're going to do this decision, turn to page such and such. Half the time you'd end up dead in a pine box or something if you made the wrong decision in some of those books. I remember this one in particular, The Mystery of Chimney Rock, was always my kind of favorite. And that was a hard book to beat and get to the right ending. But, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent with that stuff now. But what I want to say is that's how life is. It's an adventure, and we get to choose our own adventure. And that's cool, man. That's super cool. And it's a lot better, more exciting and fun than sitting in a chair or a bar stool drinking alcohol, talking crap with a bunch of strangers or a bunch of people that are as mindless as what I was being when I was drinking, And so, as you get into this journey, just look forward to the days ahead, the days that you can make decisions on that are going to change your life. And that's one of the most biggest exciting parts of quitting alcohol, is that initial decision to to quit drinking, right? That's the biggest initial decision that's going to take you down a completely different path. It's like that old Robert Frost poem, two roads diverged in a yellow wood or something like that. And all the difference was made by taking the path less traveled, right? That's the path that looks cool. It looks a little tougher, right? Everybody else is going down the alcohol path and partying and blowing money and creating all these unwanted pregnancies because they're drunk, and just a whole host of drunk driving accidents, and a lot of grief goes down that well-traveled road of taking alcohol that everybody seems to be doing around you. But you take the path that's a little less traveled, but it's more beautiful once you start heading down there. And that's the one decision that changes everything. Now you're on this completely different path than all these other people over here drinking alcohol, and you actually get more choices on that path because you're not stuck in the alcohol trap. You're not doing the same thing day in and day out. The decisions and choices become more clear and brighter and vivid because you're living life in the present now. You're not zonked out of your brain and your mind and feeling like crap. I was like in a trance when I was drinking for 20 years. It was like being in a trance, being like a zombie, being like a drug addict that's just floating through life, waiting for my next hit, and it's sad, right? And I'm missing out on all this other great stuff. Life's still going on around you. You're the only one sitting there, in your own world, numbed out, while everyone else is getting along and doing great things and going on adventures and traveling and building money and wealth and building a family and doing all this stuff. Not to say you can't do some of that stuff when you're still drinking alcohol, but the more you drink, the less it seems that you're capable of doing things like that, and the more it takes away from all those good things in life. And so I just wanted to give you guys that thought and realization that you're in control of your life. Number one, you are saying you're in control of your life and making that apparently clear when you finally step up to the plate and stop drinking alcohol, which is something you want to do. How are you in control of your life if you want to stop drinking alcohol, yet you still continue to drink it every day? Are you in control, or are you allowing the alcohol to be in control of your life? The alcohol isn't in control, but you're allowing it to be. So really, you're not in control of your life at that point, because you're relinquishing your control of where your life's heading by going down the road of choosing to use alcohol, right? And we are in control of our lives, but we allow other things to have control over us. And that's where you have to make the decision that, I don't want to go down that road anymore of drinking alcohol. I want to make better decisions, have a better life, and really start being the best version of me I can be. And I know that making the decision to quit drinking alcohol is the first decision that's going to take me down that less traveled path. It's going to lead to beautiful adventures and a better life. And so and choosing that road doesn't come without its challenges. You don't have your drug anymore, to rely on for your pity parties and whatever other reasons you're drinking for. And that kind of seems like it sucks for a while. And that less traveled road's got some bumps in it, and it's got some obstacles you have to figure out how to get around. But once you get in on that journey and there's no turning back, and you're halfway down that road, all of a sudden that road starts to just really open up and turn into a beautiful meadow filled with all kinds of opportunities and things that other road can't offer you. The road of alcohol, it's a closed case, man. It's a closed door down a dark path that leads to a bunch of shit, and I can tell you that from firsthand experience. And if you come to this channel, chances are you've experienced that too. And so why are you still heading down that road? You have a choice now to take that shortcut to that other road through the woods and hop on it and change your life. So just remember that, guys. It's never too late to make a change. We have abilities every single day to make the right choice. And then once you start down that path of sobriety, don't over-identify with it as, I'm a sober person, who I am, and all this. It's still life. It's still a choice to not drink every day. You're just choosing to live life to the fullest. And alcohol is not a part of that life. It can't be. It can't be for me. If I wanted to go back to drinking right now, it would take away, even in small dose, even if I tried to moderate, which I've proven to myself time and time again, isn't possible. But if somehow I figured out I could moderate, which I wouldn't want to, it would lead to, physical help. I wouldn't be able to build muscle as fast. I wouldn't be able to wake up refreshed early in the morning, hit the ground running, feeling great. I'd be groggy. I would be numbed out at times in my life if I was drinking a little bit and not as attentive with my family. I might make poorer decisions, I mean, even in small doses, that shit isn't good for you, So start making better choices, head down that road less traveled, and it pays off. And don't forget that you are in control of your life. You can make the better decisions. I did. Other people have. Look around you. You're not the only one that struggles with sobriety in the beginning. Everybody does. It's not easy, right? It's got its bumps and bruises along the way. But look at the people that are getting along with it. And everybody I look at that's, multiple years sober or whatever, and some of these people have YouTube channels or Facebook pages or whatever, they're all saying the same thing. My life has gotten so much better. I have more money now. I have a better job. I met somebody. I don't ever see these people. I've been sober for 5 years and it's the worst decision of my life. Why would they go 5 years if it was? Why would they hang on to their sobriety that long if it was worse, right? It's because it's not. It's better, and it keeps getting better. But you're never going to find out or experience it if you don't make that one first initial decision to put down the alcohol. So that's it for today, guys. If you guys are enjoying these videos, give them a like, subscribe to the channel if you can, and most importantly, remember, sauce ain't the boss. You are. You guys have a great day.